There was a fire in the apartment above us and a massive amount of water that came into our apartment. It came in through the ceilings, the vents, the light fixtures, and it flooded and soaked the whole back half of our apartment. My architect immediately said, Peter needed a tally.
One day I was in my office and I got a call from Lisa, and I could hear the distress in her voice.
He sent over one of his most senior project managers who was here within almost an hour.
We had to remove all the water damage materials, wet plaster, wood floors that were buckled, needed to come up, cabinetry and moldings that were damaged had to be removed and restored. Lisa loved the original paint job she had, so we had painstakingly had to repair all the loose plaster and restore her apartment to its original glorious condition.
Peter's able to help guide us through the difference in the way plaster versus sheetrock needed to be dried, and it was very clear to us that he will be there for us. It was just a lifesaver.
Well, I always wanted to be a contractor ever since I was a little boy, and my grandfather was a builder and a fantastic cabinet maker, and my dad was a trained architect. He ran a 17-person carpentry shop. I went to Rutgers University. I got a degree in civil engineering, and I did bridge design for a few years. I just felt an inner need to build, and to build with my own company. 26 years later, we do a pretty good balance of high-end residential, commercial office, and specialty projects. I have a lot of fun doing my job, and I think my favorite thing is meeting new clients, meeting new people, getting to know them and what they like and they don't like. And you really have to learn how to work well with them. And the bonus is most of my clients become great friends. And I've learned a lot from them over the years.
I'm a real estate broker, and I've represented buyers, sellers, and I've done a lot of construction. Worked with high-end architects and contractors. I first met Peter around 10 years ago. I had bought a 100-year-old property that needed a gut renovation and was looking for someone to do the project. And he had done the neighbor's property, and they loved working with him. Their apartment was beautiful. He had done an incredible job. And I loved the fact that after doing a substantial job for them, they not only liked him, but they really loved him.
We really enjoy the full gut renovations, but once you become our client, we'll come back for any project that you have. We're there to take care of all your needs, no matter how big or no matter how small. One-stop shopping, they don't have to think about it. Give us all your problems and we'll take care of everything.
I've referred him to several friends of mine, to clients of mine. He's used our apartment for a showroom of sorts. He brings clients there all the time.
I think the most important thing to look for in a contractor is a sense of control, patience, and confidence. Peter is someone who probably knows more than the architect that may have put the plans together. He's a mastermind of putting together the puzzle of a renovation. We've recommended Peter for high-end residential remodeling projects. He has a very experienced staff who has a lot of experience with intricate flooring installations, complex plumbing situations. Everything that he builds and does, he does precisely, and is always forecasting that ahead through the bidding process so that his bids are comprehensive. Oftentimes people will hire somebody who's the lowest bidder because they think that they're getting more for their money. What Peter does is different. He forecasts the level of the job that it is, the value of the property, how much the clients want to spend, and really gauges his own bid on what he ultimately thinks that they want above and beyond the drawings.
The one thing that Peter brought, which I had never had before, which is just kind of lovely, is a kind of white glove attitude towards me as the client. He would never have someone show up without having one of his guys here to supervise, to clean up afterwards, and that they considered that they were there to help us. It was very, very nice.
There are lots of builders out there who, once they cash the check, they're very hard to track down. They work on their own schedule. They don't want to answer questions. One of the things that Peter said that convinced me to move forward with him was that he was always going to try to make me happy.
I think it's all about spending time with your client and do it in an informal way before the job even starts. Spend a couple hours, sit with them one-on-one, and just take the time to get to know each other. And if you really listen well, you can find out what's up with your client and what's most important to them.